Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today, and of course, see what we get because the days were off. Not my doing, it was completely the game. Freaking out, but also, this is the last bit for the sunshine. The sun is the sunniest of shines, the vacation from the vacation. So I'm very curious as to what we're going to get for the countdown here. Welcome. Perfect. Perfect. Darn it. You know, I mean, I shouldn't be too mad because actually I really need Marin and Loltz to be finished out, but I really wanted to finish out Nina. Good, I'm glad they're coming back, so they're gonna be here like a lot, right? Because she was here earlier and I know she was like, that cabin is not set for me. But it's because I didn't have the stuff. Game, I didn't have the stuff. I'm being punished for the stuff. Are we getting some friendship dialogue? But of course, with me standing around and a Cinnamoroll must stop to say hello, we have conversation between Karumi and my Melody. You know why we're the best? I don't know if we're the best. I mean, you're the best. Which means you're the best, because you're my bestie. Karumi. Anyway, it's because we're opposites. We balance each other out. Same for me and my bestie. My bestie and I are super similar. Y'all are too cute together. That's all I can say because I don't have a bestie like this. What's so funny? It's just, I planned something special for today, and it proves your point. What? A surprise. What did you do? I thought that our celebration could use some special treats. Treats that show off our combined vibes. I'm listening. That sounds adorable. I wish I could eat all this food. Break the fourth wall. I wish I could. But the problem is, I am listening. But I may have indulged already. Experiment by cooking with my Melody and Karumi decorating kits, and you'll find bewitching sweet treats for the Friendship Festival. Aww, I don't want to wait. I want to see them now. I'd have them. Fine, here's my favorite. I have some for you too. Teleport that to me. These cupcakes look like us. I need so many pictures before I devour these. Speaking of pictures, don't forget to take a picture with a friend and collect friendship charms. He's gonna tell me about a beautiful thing that I'm gonna completely ignore. All right. So really it was just them, and that is what I was thinking about the hat. The orange floral beachcomber hat. That is what I was curious about. We have a quest with Cinnamoroll, but Up in the Clouds Part 2 is also there. And I'll forget, but wow, easy. Okay, we gotta craft that. Pizza and a photo, so looks like one will be ahead. That is fine. Let's check out the true ending of this all. So yeah, it just bugged out. That's fine. A little annoying that it bugged out, but so be it. At least it didn't bug out too hard, right? Okay. And then okay, that was just day one. And again, this one was complete. So that feels good that you get this hat on day one. I was very, very concerned about how we would come across it. The rest of this, I do not care. Because I am complete. I am fulfilled. So, that means, though, there are other color combinations, so we might indulge in that. It will be steaming later. You're free to roam, buddy. You are free to roam. And we're gonna still be rocking this color palette. I am totally fine with it. Yep. But I'm gonna collect the stuff here. Let Cinnamoroll roll on away, but more like float on away. That's all the stuff that I asked for to a degree. Oops. I forgot to look at the other part. The quest of pizza and... Okay. Easy. But now what the hard part is... Oh, I didn't even... glazed over. Okay. That's who I need to get a picture with. Fair enough. So... I guess I'll just get a picture now. I mean, I don't know. Go inside. Have a good time. Still in his outfit? Yeah, still in his outfit. He's chilling. He's vibing. He's taking the vacation from the vacation. This way, sorry. That is that, and then that's the furthest. Okay. Hope the picture isn't too cheesy. It would never be, buddy. It would never be. Do I actually still have anything for you? Just curiosity. Technically I have two. Just noted. But they're mine. Just kidding. I do want to. I just get like shrug sometimes. I know I don't need to do it this way, but I'm gonna just do it this way. Because you know what? I just have this feeling that I have a better time hitting the best button ever. And that's called Y versus A when I'm, you know, doing my stuff. Because oh my gosh, is it annoying to not hit Y indoors. We gotta make pizza. So that should be fun. What should it be? 773, 714. Well, I guess I forgot to call her before making it. I meant to call my bestie. Whoops. Typical though. When do I ever? I don't know what I have more of. Thank you. Now I feel fulfilled. Yes. Sure. And then tofu. I feel so sophisticated with these glasses, by the way. Go this one. Heck yeah. Ta-da! So that's what I wanted to do there, really, until the next parts, but again, it's always hard to decide what steps are next in the grand scheme of crafting. Which... yeah. One. that doesn't hurt at all. Yeah, I'll... go here. Oh, you know, I said I would like actually look for where the hibiscus or because of the blue hibiscus. Though that's not what they're... excuse me. Sorry, let me, tee-hee-ha. Let me actually get exactly what they're called in the game. Sky is the color. Sky hibiscus. And from what we learned, although it was a lot of the same thing being repeated, which was really messing with my brain a little bit, by having two of the same, but then, you know, yeah, magic. That's what I'm gonna go with. I mean, because it was around the beautiful eggs, so, you know, anything was possible. But I'm happy that it worked out this way. Also, in the dialogue, it was saying, like, leaving a space and all that other stuff. But again, I've noticed that I don't need to necessarily leave a plot open for the flowers. That sometimes the flowers just happen to, you know, of course, just magically transfer their magicalness over. Like, even over here, like, what? But then also at the same time, how much was that magic? And then how much was I not paying attention to the flower? These are also options. But I also feel like, yeah, some of these were just here. Like, specifically the speckled ones that are pink. Those I never moved, they were just white, and thus we've gotten more because I guess they were around them. But we're gonna keep it going and hoping for the best, but just interesting. Okay, so we can make any of this. And it counts. So I'm not gonna have him, I'm just gonna not make yours, instead I'm gonna make his because you asked for too much. And then we're gonna go over here. And oh dear. Okay. Okay, perfect. Hello. The candle's on the ground, enjoying the time. We are for the art supplies. See you later. Stay me in the resort, darn it. That means it's just stay me in the resort. And I can't collect anything, which is a bummer. I should probably get those, but I mean, I don't feel like this is gonna be a hard one to fulfill. 54 out of 10,000. Anyways, like I said, I don't feel like it's gonna be a hard one to fulfill. But yeah, over here. There was the one speckled, and then I just fertilized it, and then other speckleds appeared, so I think it was pretty fine and dandy as it is. As it was and always will be. But I don't know how much today we're gonna profit on, oh my gosh, flowers as well, because of the fact that we already collected. But I'm willing to do what must be done. Up here. And then up here is again really where I'm trying. 14. 14, the magic number. But, alright. Let's do what we really want to do too. And be up here when it's steamy, because why would we want to be anywhere else? Alright. Daytime is upon us, which means time to get trolled. I almost forgot. I probably don't want to spam it, but you're probably gonna make me, aren't you? because you're gonna wait another day, because that's how this friendship thing works. It's not just about the 1 or 2, and then technically you also need the 3, because you're a bitter game, and that's all I can say for you, bitter game. I'm gonna have to go one more day, aren't I? One more day. This game. I'm not gonna give anything to you, you don't deserve it. Unless we get bonus 3, because that's more important. I'm not surprised. It's really funny though. She would have made it. Had you know. I also had Hello Kitty on another day. Whoops. I left her one time again too with Lala, but also again I was giving the flowers to you know who else, so thus now you're behind. You've also had flowers though in your time. Wasn't that fun? I flippin' knew it though. Oh, so funny. The game will never ever give what I really want. Do I care about it? I guess I do care about it. I mean, I know I said I was gonna do it, but I was thinking about, do I actually want to have you anymore? Because I don't really need you. I just need you for her. Everyone else is D-O-N-E. Done. Dunzo. Lala's holding us back from our true companion. This is a travesty. Until we need you again, though. We're gonna need Hello Kitty again, though. Don't get me wrong. But, shoot. They have the one that I like. That is the one that I need for cabinetry. Dun dun dun. 125. Let's go. Oh. My brain was there for it. My trigger idea for doing it then was not. Because I would have been going after the wrong thing. Now she's totally gonna give us her character hat and like that, right? Like snap quick. Sorry, I was trying to get a reverse snap. It's not gonna take an eon for the character hat, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's all random RNG with some maybe possible spikes up here and there for it. But it's a funny thought. It's a bad thought. I didn't say anything. What? Okay, I wasn't close enough to the stand. My bad. I was like, flashing Hello Kitty, but I was like, no, I should be able to. Nope. You gotta step up to the counter. Step up to the plate. Noel can't read my mind. Noel can't read my buttons. It's cool. But what it can read is like, oh, Hello Kitty though. I want kitchen. Item. A? Kitchen counter A? Oh. I have to wait a cycle. I think it's too new in some ways, and I don't think a lot of people necessarily have either gone that far or even cared to try to not, because then also they're just still doing whatever it is that they're up to on their respective platforms. The stick goes by. I dance really badly on the button, but I still get the item because the game knows that we're not totally off the beaten path of the right timing for this thing. Kitchen counter A. She hasn't carried the stuff in her shop, so I'm just trying to get them when I see them because, yeah, we need those for decorating, for fun. Now with feeling, I'll go for the candle. And once I get the candle, I'll just cut then. Okay, so I missed. So again, I will cut once I actually get said candle. Oh yay, jack-o'-lantern. Woo, spooky times. Easy is so hard. So game. Oh, whoops, not close enough. I got him. Right, because this is the first time I failed. Get the buffs. We're good. I clearly missed again though. So again, until I actually get candle. 1 to 1. Is that better? Oh my gosh, loser. Too soon. All my patterns all messed up. Easy is so hard. Grab the air. Grab the air. Yes. Wow. At least I didn't mess up on that counter. That's all I can say. That counter was really what I wanted anyways, so pass it completely. Still missing. Wow. 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 I need to... Can easy mode be sped up? I'm kidding. Oh, dang, dudes. Okay. This time, yes. Embarrassing. Always embarrassing. Oops. Impatience. We get it. We go. I just like to have the spares. And now with it being truly daytime, the moment I dreamed of. Sort of. I'll be back to mess with all this. Whee! In my dreams. Finally, we can get bonus combs. In the boxes. Because really that's what that's really why we want to do it, but alright. Now I know I'll probably call her later because after all I gotta do it. Okay. I don't know if any of those are gonna actually be affected. Probably not, but it's fine. Then over here. I am curious. Interesting. Okay, so and then have those. And this is of course, but with them with colors. I have an idea of something I want to do, but I'm debating on how I really want to execute this. Or how it could be executed too. But I haven't even checked. Well, that's probably the biggest part. Oh, it is up there. It's been a little bit since it actually was up here. Because I thought it rained another time and then it wasn't up there, so I was like, okay. But since it did rain double the time up here, might as well take care of it. For the next rains. Like right here. I'm still determined. But... maybe it's all a farce. Water though away. That's fine. What? Exclamation point was there, and then it wasn't there, but then it was still there, but then it wasn't there. Wild. You're still here hanging out. It's sad. I didn't realize how much smaller you were. I mean, I don't actually think I've ever really seen them together, but that was cute. Because I saw them all separately, right, in their own cabins, so. Oh, that's cool. Heck yeah, dudes. Maybe this whole patch though is done. Maybe I'm wasting my time. But I'm just gonna leave them. That. And then these. Wait, I didn't look for them. The tulips. Tulias. Sorry. Tulias. My bad. But okay. Takes everything in me. Still messes it up. Oops. Again, who's littering though? And then be closer. Oh, wrong button. This button. Do I care to have her for this? Because I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I do. We're gonna do 50 though. I'm debating. It's gonna be so hard. Do I care? I'm just gonna accept these for now. Cool. Okay. Now I know I did all this and everything, but I was on the fence of what I wanted to do anyways. So then, like that. When I view this stuff, I get so, like, they show them in little packets. Okay, so they... Yeah, and I thought so. Okay. So I am to take that these are the only ones here because then the other ones and then the other place is going to be for them. Curious. Alright, I understand. It's snowing in the spooky swamp. I'm actually happy about that. What? How did you miss? It's gonna do it after. But these can grow in here, and that's the part. That I'm excited for. Okay. The other stuff is gonna be for that beautiful greenhouse, essentially. When the time is right. Wrong. Me thinking I'm doing this. Sorry. So we're gonna go here then. We'll go over there too. We need to keep these flowers going, but Rockadoodler will survive. Actually go here. I forgot to actually talk to, of course, a buddy and pal. To hear the words. You've been a good friend to me. I almost want to stay here forever. Almost. I think the phrase always gets me when it's the final 3 to 4 than the 4 to 5. It's just like, what did I do wrong? Especially also when their cabin is basically with the hearts, and I'm just like, does this mean anything? Because it sure feels like a whole lot of nothing. But then again, what do I know? But what I do know, I'm gonna collect all this and this. It's actually over here though. Getting confused with the other one. Other lonely patch. This. And I am curious actually about something since I don't really look at this. Huh. That is kind of fascinating. Also, now you're there too, so, Okay. Because now all of a sudden I can see them and I'm like, okay, so they do exist. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. This is gonna look a little silly. I also don't even know what can be in the spooky swamp if it even matters. Gosh knows what really matters in this game. I have no idea. Half the time. Okay, they're gonna be technically orange. I'm happy that also existed. I was a little scared that it wasn't accepting it. So technically I can make these places look less dull in the sense of the same flower. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's fun. Go here next. And then here's where we're just leave them. I'll get some of these. And rest from across though. This little lonely patch. But I like leaving this as the true patch. So then this. And then we're gonna go up here. And then this should be this. Good to go. And then of course this is another big patch, which I'll mess with another time. So speaking of that, there wouldn't really be a reason for this other than to try to introduce other flowers, so then you get the benefits. But I think I'm gonna leave it as is. So yeah, luckily it is snowing here and we can get them. I wouldn't necessarily have, you know, who with us to do that, right? Because, well, better hope to get the 2 than, you know, the 1, so. Okay, at least this still looks nice and cool. That's a sneaky spot. That would have stayed there forever. I'm kidding, kind of. Damn. I see it working on the other stuff. Ah! Oh! We wanted to work on the snow. Whatever, dude. It's so dumb. I mean, yes, the bush friend, but the snow friend. The sky eggs, if you will. The eggworts appeared and all that, so I don't think I really want those. That's why I took them out in the first place. Yeah, those are the only ones that did appear. Get those. Jump. So there's the buddy one. I guess it's fine. There's the other buddy. This is from another time. Curses. When you see what it duplicates, but then doesn't duplicate the one you want. This. Oh my gosh, 2 apples. I think that more or less probably does them. Unless, you know, one was, again, hiding somewhere sneaky. Which is entirely possible. But it's all good. Glad we got those. Glad he was able to help out a little bit, but darn at the same time. However, if we take a look here at the goals, you know, we're making way. Slowly but surely. But with that, again, the last little bit here, we can just ask him to do it, but we took care of all the rest also of the other bits and pieces. So now all that we have is for the daily quest, and besides talking them, but now all we do have, of course, is a new request with Cinnamoroll, so that should be interesting to say the least. But then I guess before we do that, hit one button. Wasn't the right button. Getting my games confused. We gotta go to the plaza. Oh my goodness, you're outside. The best part of being on vacation is that you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Bye, fertilizer. Thanks for helping me out today. I'm going out tomorrow. You've been a good friend to me. I almost want to stay here forever. Almost, but not quite. Because they never do. I'm just gonna have you, buddy. And then, okay. I actually didn't know where, buddy was floating to, so... Hi. Oh, good. You're just in time to help. I have a secret plan for today, and I think you would enjoy it too. Would you like to come with me? I love a secret plan. I'm ready to go. Our first stop is the comedy club. I'll see you there. Meanwhile, at the comedy club. Hi! The first step is to make hot cocoa. I think we'll need about 6 of them for my plan. What? Oh my gosh, I forgot it's the other button. Sorry. In my head, those are not the buttons. But there we go. We made 6. One of the quests that does make us have to do it too, huh? And you are dancing in the air. Wonderful. We're all ready. Let's start by giving one to Meadow. Well, are we gifting hot cocoa to peeps? Hot cocoa for me? How sweet. What's the occasion? Just bring a little joy to our friends today for fun. What are you up to today? Just working on my set. Why did the horse cross the road? Uh-oh. To get to the other side? To visit his neighbor. Well done. Oh, hang right on. I'm sure the show will be a success. Good luck with your jokes, Simon. Where are you off to next? We'll go visit my Melody next. My Melody, you say? Because I think that's really, really funny. Also, I can't believe you're outside. That's odd to me. I was waiting for him. Not you. There you go. What's this? Cocoa for me? This is just the thing to lift my spirits. What are you two doing today? Visiting and bringing hot cocoa to a few friends. It seemed like a nice way to spend the day. What are you doing? Oh, I'm working on some new patterns for furniture. I'm thinking something pink. Pink is perfect. That makes sense. I'm sure it will be really cool. I'd love to see what you're working on. We'll be off, but see you later. Next stop is finding Choco Cat. Oh. That is a much simpler task than one could ever say. Unless he, you know, magically decides to not, you know, be in the same spot that he usually is in. Chocolate, my favorite. What an extremely pleasant treat. Thank you. Our pleasure. What are you working on, Choco Cat? Just some light reading. I thought it would be fun to learn about coconuts. Coconuts? Fun? Did you know the outer layer of a coconut is called an, oh my gosh, Ixocarp? That's a fun word. Well, now I know. I always learn something just talking to you, Choco Cat. Enjoy your hot cocoa. We have more deliveries to make. Where are we going to next? To find Karopi. You know, I gotta say, out of all the quests, when they're like, let's go to this thing, this is probably the most informative in telling me who to go to and where to go to next. Because sometimes they're just like, let's go. And I'm like, okay, but where are we going? Like, what? Why did then I have to wait to look at the map? Because sometimes also they would just tell you what is happening with this quest. Where are we going? Where truly are we? Look for the icon. It's the easiest thing. And exactly. Knowing truly the ins and outs, the inner fibers, inner molecules, and so forth for what he is reading. Over here is better for you, buddy. There you are. Yum, hot cocoa. This is a surprising treat. It's nothing, just thought it would be a fun way to spend the day. What about you? What are you doing? I'm critter catching, then cleaning up a few things near the fishing well. And after that, Tomorrow and I are watching a movie. So busy. Sounds fun. Where do they watch this movie? Are you too busy too? More plans today? Just one more stop. We'll see you later. And then this was the one time where it's like, follow. But I wanted the apple. I get why, but I'm also like floating all day, every day, you know? This looks like a good spot. Can I have one of the hot cocos? Where am I looking? Thank you. These are such a tasty treat. Are we done? Who was the last one for? Oh, of course, the last one is for you. So we can enjoy them together. Thank you for delivering the treats with me today. Everyone seemed to enjoy that cocoa. It was a nice surprise. I had fun. I love little things that can spread and spend joy to our friends. A worthwhile way to spend any day. Take care. I hope your day is full of little joys, and big ones too. So, one of the more random quests, but you know what? I'll take it. But, so curious as sometimes when they're like, we go where? Always leaves me wondering. But what doesn't leave us wondering now is what we have left. So it may have been a little bit clear of what I left behind on purpose a little bit, but I'm also debating about how this is gonna go given the other bit and then the other bit that we still have to do, or air quotes have to do, as that I choose to do it. But I guess one, I still hit the button like I need to pick it up. What I was gonna say is at least one little bit that I do know is that of course we do need to not fall in that little bit of water and get stuck, but we need to actually have this quest with Hello Kitty over here. That is not the one where I am challenged, but the one where we are up in the clouds, and it is part 2. Which is really interesting that we need to talk to her. So, though, before we begin, said quest and see what happens for today. And again, in part 2, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. And when I come back, we'll get to it. So until I return. And we're back. Let's go! Hi, ready to continue cheering up Retsuko? I think our vacation is going better already. I agree. On to phase 2? Yeah, but what's next? Sure. I've got other things I was thinking about, so. Next we're gonna to visit the Merry Meadow, where we can have a picnic. What a perfect plan. Does that mean snacks? We will need something nice to eat for a picnic. Could you take care of some of the baking? Anytime. Yes, let's get the oven going. I think a few strawberry shortcakes and pineapple stack cakes will do. We'll do it. And then they're like, you can't have. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. Four. She's watching intently, making sure I don't mess up. Yeah. The pressure, the stress. Did I do it right? That was quick. Let's head to the Merry Meadow. My melody is going to bring Retsuko. See you in the meadow. I mean, are we gonna, like, I mean, you know. Oh, sorry, this way. Okay. See her move on the map like that, you know? Hi, bye. So, I didn't actually look over because, you know. Yep. So, this was a visual oopsie. But I was curious, right? Because you could see it on the map, but it actually wasn't there yet. So, now it actually is here back on the map. So, that's what I curiously was curious about. Also, when I first saw it on the map. And then it wasn't here in person. But how was the food there before me? Wait a minute, what? Welcome to phase 2 of the Retsuko rescue. This is so cute. The Merry Meadow is pretty. It is, isn't it? I'm so glad you found the Merry Meadow. It's like a secret garden for the island. I'll report and help discover it. I'm glad we met, Mell. You made it. Yes, I can't believe I haven't explored the Merry Meadows much yet. I thought that we would give you the excuse. It's so close to the hot springs. It's true. And it's another great place to relax. It's a good idea, especially since I just got another email. Huh? What? My signal is terrible here. The more reason to relax here. That's great. I'm not used to that being a good thing. I haven't noticed, but that's a good bonus. Let's have our picnic. The emails will wait. It seems like you all have a really easy time relaxing. Like, it comes naturally to you. I don't think that's true. I think what's relaxing for my melody might be different from other people. What about you? I'm good at relaxing. I have no chill. Kinda depends on what's happening. That's nice to know. It seems counterintuitive to have to practice relaxing, but I guess that's what my singing is. Papa Puddin says relaxing takes practice. Some emotions need catharsis. So, is phase 2 the end of Retsuko Rescue? Yes and no. Whenever you need another phase, just come talk to us. This is what friends are for, after all. always here if you need a rescue. We'll see you later. I actually had an idea I'd like to talk to you about. Come find me when you're ready. Hi. So, now this gets to live here. I still can't believe the snackies were here before us, and we didn't even get to indulge in said snackies. I am offended. Greatly. I also totally wasn't thinking that we'd be ending back up in here in this beautiful business of a place. So if I knew that, I would have just taken care of things a little bit differently. But that's okay. Hello, buddy. Let's do this. I didn't want to just talk to her in there just in case it broke anything, so that's why I wanted to wait till she was in her usual spot. Hey, so I want to thank you for everything the last couple of days. I'm not always good at putting up the boundaries I should with work, and this was helpful as a way to decompress. And now, I want to do something for you, my Melody, and Hello Kitty. Need supplies? How can I help? Actually, I have this one covered. Just come find me on Cloud Island at nighttime. Wear something that makes you feel comfortable and yourself. And bring something that's special to you. Like for a show and tell. Is that silly? Show and tell is great. It sounds fun. Okay. So come and meet me on Cloud Owl. Oh my gosh. So come meet me on Cloud Island at night. I'll see you then. Okay. So. I normally don't like to do this. But for the sake of the time, and of course your time, which of course I can cut, but for sake of time. We're going to nighttime. And okay, they're all up there. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Get some cheese. And then do this little number. This is what this space was for? Oh my gosh. I was wondering why it was so empty. A little bit, so fair enough. Retsuko, did you set this up all for us? Yes, I thought it'd be nice to have a sleepover on Cloud Island. I love it. When we each brought something to share. A perfectly wonderful plan. I like what everyone brought. This is going to be fun. What did we bring? Retsuko, will you start? What did you bring? I brought a volcanic guitar. Music has always been sort of escape. But being able to spend time here lets me enjoy it in different ways. Singing to awaken the volcano and helping to find the rhythms of Friendship Island made me listen to music in a new way. Like something nice, as opposed to only a way to go. Not that I won't still sing metal. I love metal. I just like it for a new reason now too. I was worried there. Sometimes you need to scream sing. What did you bring, my Melody? I brought a pink latte. With everything that's been going on, I haven't had much time to relax. I thought, what if I was coming to Cloud Island? It would be nice to sip and watch the sky. And I was right. 1000% agree. That's so mellow. Even I can't go without a tiny break now and then. And this place is totally inspiring. I've had 5 ideas for new gifts while we were sitting here. That's more like it. Let me know when you need supplies. And you, Hello Kitty? What did you bring? I brought a red bow apple pie. That's my favorite to bake, my favorite to eat, and my favorite to share. And nice, I knew all of you were here. I had to bring one. And scent, nice. So yummy. On point as always, Hello Kitty. This is great. It's your turn now. What did you want to talk about with us? Did you bring something to add to the sleepover? What did you feel represents your friendship with us on the island? Design the island doll, a star, an ultimate joke pizza, a blank book. Wow. Interesting options though. I'm gonna go with star. That's what I was thinking when I was looking at these. I would probably bring a star, if not a blank book though, so we can start our beautiful chapter in this friendship even more so now that we are closer than ever. With big challenges. Don't worry about them. That's a magical choice, especially since it matches the ambiance so well. I can't believe we found this place. Cloud Island feels like a fairy tale. I feel like a star represents how far we've come together too. We only have stars like this because we met Kiki and Lala. Yeah. I love everyone's choices. I'm so happy to be here with you. Everything from opening the cafe and small gift big smile to reviving the volcano on Mount Hothead. We couldn't have done it without you. That's so... Wait, look up! The stars! Whoa, that's beautiful. I can't believe we're seeing it from the clouds. Quick, take a picture! Starfall has been spotted in Merry Meadows. Wait, what now? What do you mean you can't? I'm just kidding. That's so funny though. I actually love the idea that Big Challenge is happy for this moment. So I'm gonna leave them like that. I'm not gonna rotate them to face the camera. Just have it organically be like so. That's funny though. This is magical. It is. Care to elaborate? Whoa. Did the island spirit get stronger again? I think so. She's so much better. New friendships, old friendships, adventurous friendships, and cozy friendships. I guess there are as many kinds of friendships as friends. Good night, everyone. Tomorrow, we have even more adventures. Yeah, that I totally didn't just use the time for... And... I did not think of you being in my spot, dude, but I will not mess this up like the last time that this happened. Yo! Oh yeah, that's funny. That's a funny thing. I'm only making that face and expression because I really don't go to these. And I know I was looking through this at some point too, but for another thing, but I didn't realize that those were the other friends over there. Whoops, they surprised me. That was a jump scare. But, why doesn't Choco Cat have any friends? You have all the friends! Oh my god! Were those visitors? Holy moly! Which I kind of partially already knew, but I really don't scroll through this. I also could use some buddies. Same. Also use some buddies. Wow. I think again what too was more shocking is that some of those visitors we actually have not seen, so took me back. Wow, what a sight. But there we go. Discover the photo op at Sweet Sleepover. But then what about the other areas? That a photo op spot? It's like, you know what I mean? Chop hoof. I'm gonna do it this time. Oh, because Big Jelly looks so cute, huh? I mean, how can I... Okay, I just want to see. And then... Is it... Because it's like, has to be like this. Okay, it's not quite centered the way I want it, but it's fine. Just to take it to say I did it. Alright, cool. I don't know about the other spawn, if it is a thing or not, though. Because, yeah. So I'm gonna quickly go over here where actually the starfall is happening. That's what I thought was funny. And then they were stuck there forever, and that was that. Yep, there it is. Exactly. I did not see Buddy, though. Buddy completely and utterly disappeared, and that's crazy. But there we go. Discovery, photo op at picnic. Perfect. Did you know that this was a perfect picnic? No way, dudes. No way. Guys, little snores there as the stars are falling. It's perfect. So didn't mess up this time though. My bad, but I figured that was gonna be another photo up spot. The only thing I don't like is how the knoll just kind of chills there. Sometimes it interrupts my flow. But that was another one down for helping. And sorry, I'm using all the wrong controls, thinking of all the wrong things. I dragged him. So now they're slowly making their way back. But there we have it. That also fills out the cloud there, which is what I was expecting, sorry, when we saw it in the first place, the cloud cart there. But, still leaves those two. I will say that was just okay. I think the pacing just felt a little short, unfortunately, which again is the way I was playing it, and of course that is expected slightly when playing these kinds of games. But it was sweet and it was cute. I'll give you that. But yeah, sometimes it's hard when it comes to the pacing at which we know a bit more, we know what's going on, to where then all of a sudden, like, she wanted to help out and bring her, which kind of threw me off guard with some of the other, I guess, moments that have happened in the game. But happy we got them to connect with Retsuko more, because otherwise it does feel like with a lot of the events here, minus of course when we had to do, I guess, for the paper parade, honestly it was probably the one time where, you know, right, can all come together. But really a lot of these other ones kind of doesn't exist, so that at least was nice enough. But it does beg the question, what happens now given what the island is feeling? And that was only 2 parts, so even more curious. But what is a part and a half? I was debating on if I wanted to actually say that I wanted him to get something or not. Like, should you go get the thing? Girl? What? Okay, yeah, yep, you can't do that. Sorry, I have a question though. Can you find something? Is that gonna reach its max? Oh, it's definitely gonna reach it soon. 15. Guess I want you to get those for the the true challenge. Yeah. Talking about hot cocoa, huh? I have a question. And I don't think it's chilly, but this island has a way of keeping things nice and fresh, just about right at the right temperature. Truly. But now that I've affected the time, what happens now? We do this one more time, and then I probably will just honestly let him go. That is, let him go from, whoops. Not actually caring. Build that. And then I actually have something for you too. There. And then go over here. I totally forgot that. Those. Then, oh shoot, right. Yeah. I can't wait till they're all... At least for everyone that's here right now. That's the dream. Then we go to here. I mean, I guess we could also give it to him too, but not necessary. You only startled me slightly. Alright. Then we call Buddy. And then I totally forgot about all this. As I didn't come... Hello, Buddy. They'll fix him eventually. He has come down from his perch before, so... And there you are. Chilling so early, waiting for that sunrise. Honestly. So yeah, here we are again with our options. So we can get the outfits now, so that's great. Anytime we want. I'm just gonna get another table. Heck yeah, we are. And then... let's do that. The armoire. And then... it's the best I got. I'm gonna actually go with more lights. And then... get all these. No, sorry. Oh, thank you. Okay. To go back, I guess we can go and actually get some delicious sticks. To go here, where we hit Y to trade, and here is where we can splurge. I don't actually remember how many combinations there are, but we'll send it. That's how much we sent it. Give us one extra bonus round. And then, okay, that's cool, I guess. I mean, I think I'm gonna hold off. And that's unfortunate. But I understand what I chose to do. It's not necessary to have it, it's just I've been getting extra just to put in people's spaces, which I might want to do. But That is more what I'm talking about. Thank you. And then we get these. And then those, that's fine. Wicked mint. And then we get those. So, there we have it. Keep spinning around, but we're gonna hopefully... There we go for the first bit. Have these now. Hopefully be able to get all the color combinations for the one hat. If not, I will go back and do what needs to be done. So of course the other ones can also be. That's what we've already seen a little bit here. We got some spares, but okay, I got way more than you know, was needed, but you know what? That's fine. I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear these, of course. It's just that I wanted them to have the hold. To be one with. But now this is red orange versus orange. Orange. Added the extra orange. Pink upon pink upon pink. Violet. Not purple, violet. I feel like now that I'm looking at this, I feel like it's huge because her ears are hidden. But next, blue. Sky. Okay, yeah. That is something I'm getting or trying to get used to, is that they really like saying sky for blues. Which, yes, sky blue. I say it with sometimes, right? If I'm going over paper cranes and options, but white and lilac. And they like to use the word blush, mint for all these other options. It's very interesting. But blush all the same. And I'm debating if I want to get what I'm thinking of or not. Here goes the sky. I mean, I think I would be okay too. I just don't know for certain. Whoops. And then pink and yellow. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I'll be fine, but just to... And it should be down here, right? Just to embrace it very briefly. Now that it doesn't say the colors. And then ears. Yeah, I know you can barely see the ears. They're basically the same size. But I like that you can kind of see them. And it makes me feel a little bit better of how gigantic this looks. But this is what I was looking forward to compared to just the normal. Like, the normal is so boring. The floral is so much better. I haven't donned these either. So that is one after the other now. So there we have it. Forever till the end of time. You could say. And again, I probably won't be wearing those. Just have them to have them. But speaking of what we won't have. We'll not have this color for next time. Instead, we're going to don a new color. And It's going through. I think we're kind of safe, sort of not safe. The yellow is, again, very light compared to this combination, which is white. So that's why I'm like, okay, I think I was that and then not this. So, and if I was it though at some point in time and just completely forgotten, just seeing colors wrong due to the time of day, my bad. But it's also all good too, since this is one of the ones I actually find not too bad. I mean, I don't find any bad per se. It's just I don't necessarily like a lot of the louder ones. I do like a lot of the pastel ones. But still kind of, I guess you could say, on the pastel side of things, but not entirely. Is one that I put down. So we got the purple, blue, then pink going on as our base, if you will. So, you know, there are similar ones out there, but not quite the same. As for our piece here, I think we're gonna go to that. As for our eye piece, and these are sweet new shades. Technically, these still go. They do, but you know what I like rocking more, along with the other shades. Oh yeah. I know it's a different purple, but I'm still gonna go with it. And then as far as different purples go, right? We got all this. If not, we can also have the blue stand out. But I think I'm gonna side with more of the purple side of things, which, speaking of, there it is. So, ta-da! I could have also stuck with the pink, but it's fine enough to be all about the purple. So, of course, that pretty much does it for all the exploring, all the excitement. It's gonna starfall later once again, but there is something here that I didn't do, which may be a little obvious in the way that I was kind of leaving things, but I also don't know exactly what's gonna happen. So there's two different things, right? There's one where, well, you still gotta level up, but Kiki is all the way leveled up. And as far as the island is feeling, even though I did just dismiss him, I've yet to again try to bring him over at this point, just for fun, and just to see if also there's anything different with the dialogue, because it also has been a while. I'm sorry, I gotta open up again, since I've actually been down there. The last time, that is by myself, and well, sort of by myself. I actually did have Wish Me Mel in the video that I was editing, and yeah, and it was just kind of just, there's somebody who's out there kind of thing. So I am just, just curious of what can be said. So yeah, sense strong friendship, and then try bringing a best friend to the island. So who counts as a bestie, right? When you don't want to talk to them. But this is just for curiosity. Otherwise, I'll go back up there and we'll truly bring the one. And then still not ready. I know we're gonna get told when we're ready, you know. I wanted to see if there could have been more to be said versus just the same simple dialogue. But I understand why it's the same simple dialogue. But again, just want to know for curiosity's sake. So though, whoops, it's always sunny. Can you actually join me? But I can't, because I'm tied up. I'm hung up. So that is really funny. Because then, right? It would make sense for you. Very curious. It really is based off of that. Okay, good and noted, even though the hearts will stay. And that's why I was hoping that something could be different. But again, where would one person be versus another? It's just easy to keep it simple. But glad we got to see that. is just noted. But also, now that, again, we are set forth on the path of finishing one island quest, what will be the next quest, considering the island is feeling, well, slightly better, but maybe not as grand as the island could be? I'm letting him go. There you go, buddy. You got it. But with the island also being, you know, neither here nor there on feeling, that is, with everyone, how are we feeling about these visitors, huh? Again, so far, but yet so close, but so close yet so far. So I'm happy that they're flying in. Oh my gosh, we'll finally get it. And also I'm opening up so you can see the traveling days, so traveling of 3. And yes, he does have one, and it was more about Pom Puddin's mama, but oh man, it hurt all the same. I guess I didn't quite say anything to you, but other than, well, you know, I'm not the most impressed, so I guess we'll go say hi. But on top of that, though, Waltz is still here, so I'm willing, sorry, to wait, because of course Marin got it today, so that's fun. But again, we're gonna hear the same line a couple of times there, which is a little unfortunate, but it's also okay, because hopefully they'll be inspired enough to stay and inspired enough to have, well, a quest, because that is what I'm most curious about quest-wise. Just because of what's in the lineup of quests. But hi. Wow, this place. Let's take in. Thanks for welcoming me. Thanks for the welcome, etc. Yeah. Meanwhile, Retsuko acts like none of you are here, which is devastating to me in a different way, but all good. Again, not entirely necessary, but I always like talking to them, and I could have also talked to our other friend to get one precious nugget, but I will survive. So when we return, though, the countdown for the quest goes on, and we'll be getting a cute new item, which I think it is interesting with swapping between these two, that it is not Kurumi based. That has me curious on what was going on over there. And then also for the second one, right, that is just Kurumi based and not my melody based. So just curious that we're gonna get 2. That's pretty much what that's about. For this, though, very interesting for the whole login bit. I think it's a little bit busted right now, but that's okay. Again, it got messed up here, so oops. But again, nice that it is day 1 to get the hat versus having to get through all the 7 days. I appreciate it from a creation standpoint, but I could have understood too if they had it further in, and well, I could only hope for the best on the extended 3 days that I would have had. But otherwise, for quest-wise, we've got still more mysteries on the island now, don't we? Because, well, since the spirit is still not feeling up to talking to big challenges, and most likely Top Hat as well, what does this mean for then the 2 still up in the clouds, given that we are this close into finishing out Lala, and thus what happens when they are finished out in the ways of friendship here? And most importantly, will we be able to possibly maybe finish out Nina before she totally kind of maybe sort of leaves? Or will the game be like, and roulette, here are now what you have in the ways of friendship and in terms of the visitors? And of course, now that we've set motion and planting flowers in other places, given that it's going to be a little bit of time, will we see other mixts in the midst? Or have I completely done it wrong and thus back to the digging ground? That is, to dig it up and start again? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.